I just scared to death. And I get down near University of Texas, Guadalupe Street, and I just break out. I'm crying. I'm screaming. I'm praying. I can't take this anymore. God, if you're around, help me. Help. I don't understand this. All of a sudden, I felt this incredible warmth, and my fear just disappeared like that, gone. And I looked up, and there's this huge light shining down on me. And there's these 7 white-robed beings, spiritual beings, with their hands on this crystal table about that thick, and the light's coming down from the palms of their hands, and it's completely around me like a big spotlight about 6 feet over my head. And I look around, and none of these people had saw it, because they were all looking at me. I was screaming and crying 5 seconds earlier. There was a big circle around me, but they didn't know what to do. But they didn't see this, and I did. And all of a sudden, these monitors said in one big voice, they said, "Do you trust us?" I said, "Well, absolutely. I don't understand what's going on." Shh. Do you trust us? I started asking a couple more. Shh. Do you trust us? I finally said yes. Yes, of course I do, And within a second or two, I was hit by a speeding car. And I saw my body hit the car, and I'm all of a sudden outside my body. I'm seeing it getting tumbled over by the car. Then the whole earth turned into a little ball. I started expanding outward like a balloon in all directions. And soon I had no memory of me or Austin. I grew wider and bigger, expanding, and I went through the whole galaxy and then to the edge of the universe. By this time, I had no idea of who I was, or Earth, or creation. It was pure, beautiful sensation. Fearless and beautiful. Then I seemed to go through this level of consciousness that seemed to be at the edge of the universe, that seemed to call itself the colors. And it was a level of consciousness that when souls come in, because I realized that's how souls come in to the mother. They collapse from the whole universe and come down to the womb at the point of birth. And that's when we leave. That's how we go. We go out in all directions. We don't go out like an arrow. We don't come in like an arrow. The world doesn't make arrows. The universe makes circles. So anyway, I expanded outward to the edge of this universe, went through this level of consciousness that seemed to call itself the colors. And what it was a level of consciousness that once we entered time and space, it allowed us through our own senses, mind, spirit, thought, eyes, to understand who we are, where we came from, and why. It's a connection. And then as we come back into the birth, we pick up all those impressions from astrology and so forth, from other lives, from other galaxies. So I saw this in reverse. I'm expanding outward. I got to the edge of this universe, went beyond the colors, and then I realized I came out of that universe. It looks like a whole sky of infinite universes. And I realized, wow, there's infinite universes, and they seem to roll up like into a big tunnel. In fact, a tunnel of light. And people use that term, and it really felt that way. And it felt like I was being shot through this big tunnel of light and going around in silver, grayish, beautiful, comforting clouds were spinning around me. I'm going through. And like I said, I didn't know it was me. I had no personal awareness. It was just pure sensation and beautiful, unbelievably. I came out of the tunnel and I landed in this infinite blue, sky blue, infinite space, infinite time, infinite creation, infinite mind. And I feel like I was part of it. I wasn't observing it. I was part of it. And it was infinite mind either existed and everything exists and everything's possible because nothing is bigger than it. Nothing can control it. It's infinite. Or it wouldn't exist at all and nothing would exist. There's no in between. There's absolutely no in between. You with me? Who would impose an in between? Who would limit it? Well, guess what? Infinite mind does exist and all possibilities do exist. And I'm observing this beauty, this infinite creativity. And like a lot of people who've had near-death experiences, I felt this source of infinite love. That was the heartbeat. That was what made infinite creativity even exist or decide to exist. And every person and atom and molecule and thought, everything created, ever to be created, was nothing more than infinite mind seeing itself in all these different forms of life and time and space and bugs and whatever. Then all of a sudden, I was pulled from it. I was drawn away, and I went, whoa, 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 where am I going? And I used the term in the book called spiritual gravity. I feel like I was being pulled back somewhere. I had no idea where. I had no idea who I was. And I was kind of apprehensive. I was hey, right there was great. Where am I going? Why? And I collapsed. I started collapsing in and further. And I entered this universe. Still had no idea that I existed, but this is a colorful spot, you know? Collapsed into the Milky Way, collapsed into this solar system, got real close to Earth. Felt like I had some relationship to this planet. I don't know what. And then I saw 3 series of pictures, like flashcards, spinning newspapers, fanning through postcards. And they were of what we're going through now with Pluto, with extremes, with social dilemmas, global warming, violence, discontent, screaming, hollering, everything extreme and tension. I saw these pictures. Then I saw another series of pictures that were the world to come in the true Aquarian age, when we get over this next decades of cleansing out, which is necessary. We're getting to see all the holes in the boat so we can fix them, basically. That's what the first series of pictures were. Here's everything that's broken so you can see it. Second series of pictures is, once you fix it, this is a possible world. And I still didn't know who I was or why I was seeing these pictures. And then I saw another series of pictures of this guy playing music. He was a psychic. And I thought, do I know this guy? And all of a sudden I saw my body. And people screaming and hollering, and this red hair hanging down over my body. And I jumped into my body, opened my eyes, and this driver is terrified. He's scared to death. He's screaming, man, I couldn't stop. Well, I felt no pain. I'd just been to heaven. I never felt so empowered. It was weird. It was eerie. I was